at you. Damn, just look at you. Ooh, girl, look at you. Damn, just look at you. Ooh, girl, look at you. Damn, just look at you. Ooh, girl, look at you. Damn, just look at you.
Hey everybody, Fitbritt here. It's Meal Prep Monday, so let's see what's cooking up this week in Fitbritt's Kitch. Hey everybody, Fitbritt here. It's Meal Prep Monday, and so right now what we're making is a butternut squash soup. My friend Sophia gave me this recipe. Hey Sophia. And like any cook or anybody that loves to cook, I like to take recipes and then make them my own. So the recipe calls for some butter. I decided to use some ghee. Ghee is a clarified butter. You can get it at Trader Joe's or Whole Foods. It's just a cleaner butter. So we're melting some butter there. And we're going to start this soup with some carrots, simmer it, and some sweet onion. Good. Missed a little bit there of the pot. And we're just going to let it simmer there. And the recipe doesn't call for it that I got, but I'm going to add a little bit of garlic to it as well. And we're going to let that get nice and soft. And then we're going to add our butternut squash, which, you know, you can buy butternut squash and chop it up, but I just say make your life easy and buy the already chopped, prepared one. Costco does a great little 2-pound package of it. Just plop it right in. So step one. Alright, so now as you can see, our onion and carrot and garlic is nice and soft. Now we're going to add in the chopped butternut squash, which, like I said, make your life easy. Buy the already chopped one. Don't be a hero and chop your own butternut squash. Although if you want to, by all means, go for it. Now, if you want the exact portions of it, that will be in the recipe in my email chain. So if you're not already subscribed to my email chain, make sure to go to www.fitbritt.fit, hit subscribe, and put your email, and then you'll get all the recipes with the exact measurements of what I'm doing. And although this is a recipe that a friend gave me, I'm kind of making it my own, and you'll see why. So we got the butternut squash in. We're going to kind of let it simmer a little bit more. And then we're going to throw some chicken broth in. Now, one thing I should note is I like to actually let it all get a little bit soft before I put the chicken broth. And as the butternut squash is actually marinating, I like to let it marinate in some cinnamon to kind of bring out the spice and the flavors of the squash and the carrot and the sweet onion mix. So just put a little bit of cinnamon in there while you mix it. And now we're going to put our chicken stock. Here we go. Wait for it. Throw some chicken stock in. And you want to make sure it gets, you want to cover it or not completely cover it, but you want to put just enough to where it's almost covered. So like this is like 4 cups. Probably do a little bit more. Okay, so now everything is done, right? So look, we have this nice little like butternut squash, onion, carrot, like stew, for lack of a better word. So what you can do is, if you have an immersion blender, this is like my favorite thing I got from my wedding registry, or a blender, whatever, you just make it nice and smooth. So I'm going to stick it in, and it kind of blends it and makes like a little soup, but you want to make sure you season it. So like, for me, like the recipe that I've read, a lot of recipes just say salt and pepper. I really love to put sage, because sage and butternut squash taste so good together. So I'm going to put some sage. Okay, this isn't pouring out fast enough. A little bit more sage, some powdered sage, a little bit more cinnamon. Right here. Some Himalayan pink salt, which just, put some nice iodine levels in your soup. Some pepper. blend it all up. And it's going to make this really nice, healthy, organic butternut squash soup. Now, if you want to make it creamy, like even creamier, it will taste good like this, but you can add like a little bit of half and half to make it really creamy. But if you want it to be, you know, dairy-free, it'll taste just like this. And if you look from over here, voila, butternut squash soup. And, you know, put some in the freezer and you can heat it up for leftovers. Alright, so I'm a big fan of soup and salads. We have our butternut squash soup, and now we are making an Asian kale salad. There's a lot of different ways to make kale salad. I really like this recipe. This is like the easiest thing ever. So what you can do, just pick up a bag of organic Tuscan Lisento kale at your local Trader Joe's. If you don't have a Trader Joe's near you, you can get Lisento kale at any Whole Foods or any normal grocery store. If they don't have the Tuscan kale, just get regular kale. You can find kale everywhere now. So I just get this because it's easy, it's already washed, it's already prepared. Dump it into a bowl. In this case, I'm going to make a double portion. So I'm going to put maybe another half bag in. I like to make a lot. Now, this is something you can make ahead of time, and it just keeps. The good thing about kale is, like, you know, it doesn't get too soggy because the kale is, you know, more, is harder, right, Luca? So we have the kale. Then just take some chopped scallions, which I already prepared, put it in. Some slivered almonds. Again, all this you can get at Trader Joe's. Or at any local grocery store. I like to buy things that are already chopped, already prepared. I did chop the scallions myself. And then you just take a can of mandarin oranges. I don't drain it because I actually like some of the syrup in it. I take a spoon. Hold on. Then you take a spoon, you know, just take the mandarin oranges out, and a little bit of the syrup gets on the salad. You don't want to dump the whole can on because it's, you know, a little too sweet, a little too sugary. But, you know, a little bit of the mandarin orange syrup tastes really good on it, and it mixes nice with the dressing. Now, I'm just doing 1 can, but you can do like another can and a half. Actually, since I did about a bag and a half of kale, I'm going to do another half can of the mandarin oranges, just because it adds a really nice flavor to it. And then all you do is you add the dressing, which I'm going to show you how to make in a second, and you whip it up, and it's a crowd pleaser. And look, that literally took like no time at all. All right, now for the dressing. Super easy. All you do is you just take balsamic vinegar and oil. I just like to do half and half, so I just eye it. You know, if you're making a lot of dressing, pour a lot. If you're making a little, pour a little. Obviously, in this case, because I made a lot of salad, I'm going to do about half of this little magic bullet container. Now, if you don't have a magic bullet, you can do it in a blender as well. I have all these little tools because I cook a lot. And then the cool thing is with vinegar and oil is it separates so you can actually see it. So I don't know if you can see there's like a perfect half line between oil and vinegar. Maybe put a little bit more oil just to make it a little bit more even. Okay, cool. Then you're going to squeeze the juice of 3. Well, it's usually 2 tangerines, but in this case, because I made more, I'm going to do 3. And you just cut the tangerines in half, kind of the same way you would a lemon. So I like to use the little cuties that you get at the grocery store because I already have them on hand because my kids eat them. And they're also a little bit sweeter too. So just take a little lemon squeezer, plop your little tangerine in, squeeze. Alright, so all the tangerine juice is squeezed in there now. Now, if you don't happen to have tangerines lying around, you can do a lemon, you can do an orange, any type of citrus, but the tangerine is nice because it's like the perfect mix of sweet and sour. Then you throw like a little teaspoon, a little bit of garlic in there. I like a lot of garlic. And then do a little salt and pepper. I'm using the pink Himalayan salt just because it's healthier. And then a little bit of pepper. Okay. Throwing in a little magic bullet. We're going to blend it up. Where's my blade? blade. Okay, great. Right, there's my blade, Luca. Put it all nice and tight, blend it up. Got this nice little dressing. And by the way, this is just a good salad dressing. Like, even if you don't use it for this kale salad, it's just a really nice, like, orangey garlic balsamic vinaigrette that you can put. Now, I don't pour all of it on just because I like to have a little extra in case it doesn't all mix. Hold on, let me get salad tongs. Here they are. I'm just going to mix up my nice little Asian salad. And then it's going to look a little something like this when it's all done. See? Get it all nice and soaked. It'll be a... And then this is just like a really delicious, you know, have it in the fridge, eat it on the run. You can also, like, if you don't like your salad sitting in dressing, just make the dressing on the side and pour it on as you go. But kale, to me, I like it massaged a little bit. Luca would agree. Fit it in.